Just got done watching that Monday Night Football game, and all I have to say is that Madden curse is tough, man. What? You don't want to be on the cover of that game. What's up, Josh? Okay, was anybody else watching the Raider game, having their ups and downs, feeling all sorts of feels, and then had the thought, where the hell is Hunter Renfrow? I mean, I see him out there running around, and then the game's over, and he's got no catches and no targets. 2 years ago, this guy had 1,000 yards and was catching everything in sight, and now he can't seem to sniff the leather, the pigskin, if you will. Is there a reason to panic? I don't know. Here's what I will say. We're going to get into the reads Jimmy's making, people stealing his repetitions, the personnel that's in the game dictating who gets the football and who gets to be on the football field. But before I get into all that, I just want to be straight up with everyone. I'm trying to make this a freaking career. You feel me? And the only way to do that is to grow this channel. And the way to do that is for you to drop likes or dislikes. Either way it helps. Just, whatever you're feeling, and comment the heck out of this thing. If we run up those likes and comments, it's going to help me out. It's going to help you out because you're getting more of this. And if you're liking it, you want more of it. And I want to give it to you. Not, you know what I mean. I want to give the videos to you. Okay, let's talk about Hunter Renfrow. A couple things you have to understand right off the bat. The game plan does dictate a lot. Now, does the game plan say, Hunter Renfrow's a great player, let's avoid him? No, it does not. It says, we're going to run a lot of 12-man personnel. And what do I mean by that? 12-man personnel is essentially, we're going to pound the rock. We're going to bring in an extra offensive lineman to play tight end. I'm eligible, ref. And then a receiver, more likely than not, the slot receiver comes off the field. And Thayer Mumford, everyone was like, oh, is he starting? No, he's a tight end. He's a fake tight end. He's an extra blocker. Thayer Mumford comes in. Hunter Renfrow comes out. That's just how the personnel went. And Thayer Mumford played 13 snaps. So more often than not, Hunter Renfrow's coming off the field. So Hunter Renfrow was on the field 13 times. He ran like 8 or 9 routes. He could have doubled those snaps and those routes if we didn't run the ball so much and have all those 12-man personnel sets in the game. So that is game plan dictating part of it. Another part of it is Jimmy making the right read. How often did Jimmy make a play in this game or try to make a play and it didn't work, and you said to yourself, Jimmy, that was not the right read? Not that often. I'm not going to complain about receivers not touching the ball if I think Jimmy Garoppolo is making the right decision. I mean, the guy had 6 incompletions, and a couple of those were throwaways, So it's not like he was exactly avoiding Hunter Renfrow like Derek Carr seemed to be avoiding Devontae last year. Remember that stupid story? Sorry, I don't want to bring him up all the time. It's still in me. So, we're running a lot of 3 tight end jumbo package formations, and Jimmy's making right reads. But I think the thing we do have to consider, and it's the most obvious thing, and it's the reason why I clicked on this video, because they had the red arrow pointed right at his skull. Jakobi Meyers is a diggity dog. And not only do we have to put some respect on his name, he's now the number 2. Hunter was the number 2 in this system with Ruggs and Devontae for a while. And now it's Jakobi Meyers. I'm not here to dissuade Jakobi Meyers from getting targets. The guy had 9 catches for 81 yards and 2 touchdowns. I'm not going to complain about Hunter Renfrow not getting the ball and not getting looks or whatever if we're going to move the ball down the field efficiently. A.J. Cole only punted 1 time. And the 2 times we didn't score was when we took a knee to end the game and when Jimmy threw a pick in the end zone. Other than that, the offense was efficient and moved right up and down the field. So there are 3 things at play here. It's the game plan with the jumbo formations and Thayer Mumford taking some of Hunter Renfrow's time on the field. It's Jakobi Meyers coming out of, relatively nowhere in the minds of being an absolute bona fide number 2, fringe number 1. And it's Jimmy Garoppolo making the right reads. All those kind of go against Hunter Renfrow for this particular game. I do think there are going to be games where he's going to get the ball a lot, which is why they didn't trade him, because they could have traded him and got what? A second, maybe? I mean, he's one of the premier slot receivers in the league that a lot of teams could use right now. You're telling me a team imagine the Philadelphia Eagles give a 2nd-round pick for him. What an unbelievable offense they would have. And I say all that to prove to you that they kept him for a reason, which means that there are going to be times, maybe in this Bills game coming up, where now that they know Jacoby's a guy and Devontae's a guy, that Hunter might be the one to step in there. You know, Michael Mayer didn't receive a target either. But, you know, sometimes that's the way the game goes. There's no need to panic on Hunter Renfrow not touching the ball if we're moving the offense up and down the field the way we've shown. If Jimmy's completing 77% of his passes, he's throwing for over 200 yards and multiple scores every single game, what does it matter who's catching the football? Whether it's Devontae, Jacoby, DeAndre, Hunter, Trey Tucker, Hooper, Mayer, I don't give a rat's behind who it is, as long as we get that W. It is slightly concerning that he didn't get a single look, but it's not overly concerning. It's a discussion that needs to be had. And once you take a look into the numbers, into the personnel, into the all 22, as some people out there like to do, not me, no thanks, you'll find that there's a reason for it. It's not some conspiracy. He's working his tail off, and we'll get him the ball when he needs to get the ball. He'll pick it up. You know, he hasn't played a lot of football recently. It took him a little bit to come back. Last year, he was hurt, and we're going to get back into a groove. It's a new quarterback. It's a new system, you know, that he's finally playing inconsistently, and I think we'll be okay with Hunter Renfrow. And we'll be okay next week? I don't know. I think we're going to get steamrolled. The Bills just lost Monday night. I think we're going to get destroyed. And I won't be upset about it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this vid. Like I said, drop likes, drop comments. If you're new, please be sure to subscribe. It is free after all, no charge to you. Love you guys, and I will see you next time.